India is a mystical place full of secrets and treasures, many of which have been explored, but some of them still remain buried in the history books. Passion for traveling and filmmaking brought two friends living miles apart together who found the history of unexplored places in the Himalayas so profound that they packed their bags for an impromptu trip to Himalayas with just two things in hand: passion for traveling and the art of guerrilla filmmaking. So here, our enthralling journey, approximately 200 kilometers from Amritsar to a village in Upper Palampur known as Sansal, began. Driving 3 hours smoothly through the passage of Amritsar-Pathankot highway, a signpost welcomed us to Pathankot, calling for a heavenly lunch at the Manor restaurant. Punjabis always want a charcha over a cup of tea, so after a quick gupshup, we headed towards the wide expanse of the breathtaking Himalayan beauty, wide roads becoming narrower, clearly marking the beginning of our real journey from the foothills of the majestic Dhauladhar mountains. As the sun was slowly setting into the valley, we all marveled at the beautiful hues of the sky, and the dusk puts us to sleep in the lap of Mother Nature. As the dawn broke with the chirping of birds, we drove to the iconic international paragliding point at Bir Billing to welcome the sunrise. Walking for 2 kilometers along the dense forest, we discovered a trail of flags as if we were in Tibet. Chasing the flags, we saw the picturesque view of sun rays striking on the Sherling Monastery that is built and finished in the traditional Tibetan architectural fashion. Now we turned off our cameras to sit for the morning prayer that was being recited by the Buddhist monks. After experiencing the most calming and meditative space in my heart, we started our Shubh Yatra of Char Dham, the 4 little discovered historical temples of Lord Shiva, dating back to the fierce battle fought between Lord Shiva and Rakshas Jalandhar. Our pilgrimage included the temples of Bajnath, Mukutnath, Mahakal and Palikeshwar, where the priests enlightened us with the history of these holy shrines.
भोलेनाथ समुद्र का किनारा सिर्फ तांडव कर रहे थे, डमरू हाथ में लिया हुआ। पसीना जो समुद्र में गिरा उससे एक जलंधर दैत्य पैदा हुआ। उसका नाम जलंधर इस बात से रखा गया कि वो जल से पैदा हुआ, गर्भ से पैदा नहीं हुआ। तो उसने सदियों तपस्या की। भोलेनाथ इतने दयालु हैं कि 2 फुट के ऊपर प्रसन्न हो जाते हैं। कहते हैं जलंधर मांग तू क्या चाहता है? महाराज मुझे इतना शक्तिशाली बनाओ कि किसी के हाथों रण में हारूं न विजय पाऊँ। भोलेनाथ ने तथास्तु कर दिया।
वरदान मिलने के बाद उसने देवी देवताओं, ऋषियों को और देवताओं को तंग किया, तो भगवान शिव उसका वध करने के लिए महाकाल बने।
फिर भोलेनाथ कहते हैं जलंधर अब भाई तेरा अंत है, बता तू क्या चाहता है? महाराज आपके हाथों में राम तोड़ना पर इतनी प्रार्थना है, जहाँ जहाँ मेरे शरीर का एक एक अंग गिरेगा आपके समान मेरी पूजा होना चाहिए। भोलेनाथ ने तथास्तु कर दे। तो यहाँ मुकुट गिरा, इस बात के ये मुकुटनाथ, बैजनाथ हृदय है, महाकाल नाभि है, पल्ली के श्रेय भुजा।
जलंधर सिटी पंजाब से लेकर के महाकाल तक 200 वर्ग किलोमीटर का एरिया जालंधर महापीठ के नाम से जाना जाता है ग्रंथों में।
मुकुटनाथ, बैजनाथ, महाकाल, पल्ली के दर्शन करो तो सिर्फ 4 धाम हो जाते हैं।
But the most enchanting sunset was yet to be captured by our eyes. Journeying downhill on our way back home, we witnessed the sunset in awe at the Nurpur Fort, named after Nur Jahan, the beautiful wife of the Mughal Emperor Jahangir. The sunset was indeed as captivating as the beauty of the Queen must have been. Our expedition ended as we entered the holy city of Amritsar. This journey was none less than finding a treasure, and I am keen to discover more hidden treasures on the journeys that are yet to come.